Yes, sir.
Okay. So listen now. In the previous classes, we have studied some of the pair of angles. So some of them are complementary angles. You have studied what is complementary angles and what is supplementary angles. What is a linear pair of angles? So like this, some of the pair of angles you have studied in the previous classes. Now let us learn the relation between the pair of angles that we are having. So we learn some of the relations between the pair of angles now. For this, I am going to draw a pair of angle here. Look at this, I am going to draw a line. This is a straight line. On this straight line, I am going to take one ray. On this straight line, we have taken a ray. So let us call this as AB is a straight line and OC is the ray standing on it. So we have two angles formed on this. So you can find out what is the measure of these two angles. What is the measure of angle AOC? What is the measure of angle AOC plus what is the measure of angle BOC? Sum of these two. What is the measurement of angle AOC and BOC? Is it equal to 180 degree? Is it equal to 180 degrees or not? So this is the concept. You have studied.
It is equal to 180
Sir,
degree.
it is equal, sir.
Must be equal to 180 degree because AOB is a straight line.
Supplementary angles.
The linear pair of
So we can write on axiom here. Based on this. So axiom is like this: if a ray stands on a line, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. So this is axiom. Can note down this. So you can recall when sum of the two adjacent angle is 180 degree, then they are called as a linear pair. That also we have studied earlier. When the sum of the two adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree, then they are called as a linear pair. Here look at this statement. If a ray stands on, if a ray means here is a ray OC. So OC is a ray. OC is a ray standing on AB. Line AB. The ray OC stands on line AB. Then the sum of the two adjacent angles formed. That means what are the adjacent angles formed here? Angle AOC and then angle BOC. These are the two adjacent angles. Then these two angles should measure 180 degree. This is the meaning of this axiom. This is the meaning. So you can use this axiom to solve many questions in future. So AB is a line, straight line. On this straight line OC, a ray standing on it at point O. Then the angles so formed, angle AOC and BOC should measure 180 degree. Now here, the given thing, if a ray stands on a line, this is a ray stands on a line, then the two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. You can interchange this one, what is given, what you have to conclusion. Given and conclusion, if you interchange, here given is a ray stands on a line as the given thing. Then the conclusion here, the adjacent angle so found is 180 degree, that is the conclusion. If you interchange this, you will get another statement, it is called as a converse of this statement. if you interchange the conclusion and the given in the statement, then the statement becomes another one that I am going to write here now by interchanging the statements now. Look at this. So let us interchange the given and conclusion in this statement. So now what happens? Let us see now. So that is another axiom. Just we interchange what is given and what is the conclusion. In the first statement, given is this one. A ray stands on a line is the given. The remaining part, then the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degrees the conclusion. Okay. So that is given and conclusion. We will interchange this both in the statement. Then you see what happens. If the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, if the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, if sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, then the non-common arms of the angles, then the non-common arms of the angle form a line. The angles form a line. So this is the converse of the first statement, first axiom that I have given. That is, you can call this as axiom 6.1. This is 6.1 and this is 6.2. So 6.2 is the converse of the axiom 6.1. Why it is the converse? In the 6.1, whatever that given has become conclusion in 6.2, and whatever the conclusion in 6.1 is the given thing in the 6.2. So the given and conclusions are interchanged here. So therefore these two are converse to each other. As for the second statement, so I can draw like this. If the sum of two adjacent angle is 180 degree, then the non-common arms of the angles form a line. Now I am going to draw some of the diagrams for this. Then you can understand some of the adjacent angles I am going to draw. Based on this, you can conclude your statement like this. So I am going to remove this. Some of the adjacent angles, let me take here. First one. Here, one pair of adjacent angles. Then another one. This is another pair of adjacent angles. Then one more. One more pair of adjacent angles. Then so here we have taken 4 pairs of adjacent angles. So on these 4 pairs, let me mention the angles here. I take this as A, O, and then C. This is B. The angles are 30 degree and 60 degree. And in the second diagram, I take this as A, O, C, and then B. The angles are, so let us take this is 80 degree and this is 60 degree. In the third diagram, so I'll take this as A, O, C, and then B. This is 70 degree and the second angle is 150 degree. 150 degree. Then it is not 150 degree. Let me change something here. 1 second. This angle, here let us take 190. This angle I am going to take it as 190 degree. Then let us take this angle as 55 degree and this as 125 degree. Now we have taken 4 pairs of adjacent angles and observe here. Observe this. So I have taken a scale, look at this. Here 30 degree and 60 degree, they are not forming 180 degree. They are not forming 180 degree, therefore you are not getting a straight line. OB and OA, they are not opposite each other. As per the axiom 6.2, the sum of two adjacent angle is 180 degree, then the non-common arms of the angles form a line. But here, non-common arms are not forming a line here. Look at this OC and OB. Come to the second diagram here. 60 and 80, that is not equal to 180 degree. Therefore, again, non-common arms not forming a straight line. Come to this third one. 190 and 70, again it is not equal to 180 degree. So therefore, this is also not forming a straight line. Come to the last diagram. You look at this. Look at this diagram. 55 degree and 125 degree. If you add these two angles, it is forming 180 degree. Therefore, the non-common arms are the opposite rays here. That means you look at this. I'll take this as A, O and C. This is B. OA and OB, they are the opposite rays. OA and OB, they are the opposite rays. Here in this diagram only, angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, you can write here the non-common arms. Which are the non-common arms here? OA and OB. What is the common arm here? OC. OC is the common arm. So now non-common arms, they are the opposite rays because the angles, adjacent angles, some of the adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree. In all the other three diagrams, the adjacent angles not measuring 180 degree, therefore the non-common arms are not the opposite rays. Only the last diagram is giving you the opposite rays. This is about the axiom. So let us go to another important theorem. Another important theorem, theorem 6.1. If two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal. So this is the given statement. Here, what is given here? Two lines intersect each other, that is given. Then what you have to prove? The vertically opposite angles are equal. Using what is given, you have to draw a diagram. So what type of diagram we can draw here? Two lines intersect each other means you have to draw two lines which are intersecting each other at one particular point. You can take this point as O. So let us call this point as O, and I will take AB and CD are the two straight lines intersecting at point O. Then the vertically opposite angles. Which are the vertically opposite angles? You can take AOC and BOD are the vertically opposite angle. Then another pair I will get. So another pair of angles that I will get.
AOD and BOC.
AOD and BOC. We have to prove that these two pairs of angles are equal. So let us write what is given now. Given. As per the statement, two lines intersect each other. Which are the two lines intersect each other? AB and
The AB and CD.
AB and CD intersect at O. So this is given. So what we have to prove here? See the conclusion there. What we have to prove here? We have to prove that vertically opposite angles are equal. Which are the vertical opposite angles? Angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. Then another pair of angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. Is it clear? The angle which is shown in a green color, they are AOD and BOC. In the blue color AOD and BOC, green color AOC and BOD. Okay. So now let us go to the proof now. In the proof, so let us use this axiom what we have just now discussed. Here we have a ray OA stands on CD. Look at the diagram. OA, ray OA stands on CD line. As per the statement, what you can conclude? If a ray stands on a line, what is the conclusion you can write there?
Sir, the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree.
Then the sum of the two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. Just you have to see that ray. So you can see that, observe the ray here. Ray is OA and CD is the, I am highlighting that one. Look at this. Ray OA and CD is the line. OA is standing on CD. So therefore you can write the adjacent angles. What are the adjacent angles? Angle AOC plus angle AOD. Angle AOC and AOD is equal to 180 degree. As per that axiom 6.1. You can call this as 1. Statement 1. See what I am going to repeat once again. Ray OA, highlighting in yellow color, look at that. And CD. So adjacent angles, these two are adjacent angles. So therefore AOC and AOD, they are 180 degree. Similarly, I am going to take another pair of angle. So now we have taken AOC and AOD. AOC and AOD. Now I will take angle AOD and BOD. I will write OD is a ray. I will write OD is a ray. OD is a ray standing on the line AB. OD stands on line AB. Can you tell me if OD stands on line AB, what are the two adjacent angles so formed here? OD is a ray. Look at this is a ray. AB is this one. On the diagram, look at the diagram. So adjacent angles.
AOD and DOB.
Sir, AOD and DOB. Sir, AOD and DOB.
See now, OD stands on AB. OD stands on AB now. So you mention the adjacent angles. AOD, that is angle AOD plus another angle BOD is equal to 180 degree. Same reason, axiom 6.1, to call this as equation 2. Again, I will show you on the diagram. So OD is a line, yellow color. So highlighting in yellow color. OD is a line and OD is a ray, AB is a line. Two adjacent angles are these two. Okay. So these two forms 180 degree. So now compare 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, what you can write? Compare it by 1 and 2. Just to compare equation 1 and 2. What you can conclude? Look at this. Both are equal to 180 degree. Equation 1 is also equal to 180 degree. Equation 2 is also equal to 180 degree. You have an axiom. Things which are equal to the same thing are equal to one another. Things which are equal to the same thing are equal to another. AOC and AOD is also equal to 180 degree. Then AOD plus BOD is also equal to 180 degree. Therefore, left hand side should be equal. I can write angle AOC plus angle AOD is equal to angle AOD plus angle BOD. Because AOC AOD is equal to 180 degree and AOD plus BOD is also equal to 180 degree. Now you can subtract the equal things are subtracted from equals means AOD. You subtract AOD from both the sides. What happens when you subtract AOD from both the sides? So these two cancels. What remains now? You will remain only AOC is equal to BOD. We have proved that one pair of angles, that is AOC and BOD are equal. First one is over. We have proved this. First AOC and BOD. These two are equal. We have proved that AOC is equal to BOD. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now similarly, I have to prove that AOD and BOC. AOD is equal to BOC. You have to take another, I write here with another color. I want to prove that AOD is equal to BOC. So let us take AB is a ray. AB is a ray. AB stands on. Sorry, AB is a not that one. Sorry. OD is a ray stands on AB. You can write OD is a ray stands on AB. Similarly, you write the adjacent angle from this. OD is a ray, same thing. That is equation. What is that? Equation 2 you have written. OD stands on AB. This is same as equation 2. So let me write these angles as AOD, adjacent angles. AOD plus BOD is equal to 180 degree. So this is equation 2 itself. If you want to prove separately, you can write it as 3. Similarly, you can write OB is a ray. OB is a ray stands on DC, line DC. So adjacent angle form here. Angle BOD plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. So this is called as 4. Now compare 3 and 4. Both the right hands are equal. AOD plus BOD is equal to BOD plus BOC. Now in this equation, you can cancel the same thing which is present in both the sides. BOD and BOD can be cancelled here. What is left out now? Angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. Angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. Can conclude that angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. So that is the proof of the second one. Angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
This is a theorem where two lines intersect each other, then you have to prove the vertically opposite angles are equal. To prove that AOC and BOD are equal, you have to take the adjacent angles as AOC and AOD. For that, OA is a ray stands on CD. Similarly, you have to take the two adjacent angles AOD and BOD. For that, OD is a ray and AP is a line. So equate them. One angle gets cancels. The remaining one is AOC and BOD are equal. Similarly, to prove that AOD and BOC are equal, you need to take OD as a ray and AB as a line. OD ray and AB line, two adjacent angles are AOD and BOD. Similarly, take OP as a ray and DC as a line. So two adjacent angles are BOD and BOC. So equate them. So BOD gets cancels. Then angle AOD is equal to angle BOC you will get. That is the final proof for this one. If it is over, then I will go to. Have you noted this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this proof?
No, sir.
Okay. If it is no, then I will move to example 1. Question number, let us solve one question based on this now. Question 1, example 1. You can write on this. In figure, lines PQ and lines PQ and RS intersect each other. Intersect each other at point O. If angle POR is to ROQ is equal to 5:7. Find all the angles. Find all the angles. So let us draw the diagram for this. Two lines are intersecting. And the angles given here, 4 angles are there. When the two lines intersect, 4 angles, POR and ROQ. So you can call this as P, Q, R, S, and the point of intersection is O. So they are given POR and ROQ. POR means this angle. I am highlighting with yellow color. POR and ROQ. These two angles. You can see these two angles are in the ratio of 5:7. So that means if this is 5x, this is 5x degree means this will be 7x degree. Because they are in the ratio of 5:7. Angle POR is to angle ROQ is equal to 5:7. So if POR angle POR is equal to 5x means then angle ROQ will be equal to 7x degree. Okay. So we need to find this. We need to find this two angles. You have to find out that 5x and 7x. Now, how to find this? Look at this. These two angles, POR and ROQ, they are adjacent angles and forming a PQ is a line. So in this diagram, I can write PQ is a line and OR is a ray standing on PQ. So therefore, by axiom 6.1, I can write POR plus ROQ. Both will be equal to 180 degree. So therefore, POR I have taken it as 5x and this is 7x. Both are equal to 180 degree. So therefore, 12x is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to 180 divided by 12. Simplify this. What do you will get? 12 ones are 12. 6 remains.
Sir,
12 5s are
15.
X is equal to 15. So if X is equal to 15, then POR is equal to 5x. 5 into 15. So So what is the angle? It is 75 degrees.
75.
And similarly, ROQ, it is 7x. It is 7 into 15. So therefore, 7 into 15, it is equal to 105 degrees. So we got two angles, two more angles. We got POR, we got. So in the diagram, POR is same as QOS. Can you tell me what is the reason?
Sir, because they are vertically opposite angles.
Vertical opposite
Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Similarly, another pair, you have that angle ROQ. It is same as angle POS. Both are equal to 105 degrees. So this is also the same reason. Vertically opposite angles. So we have found out all the four angles here. They have given the ratio of two angles, that is POR and ROQ. It is in the ratio of 5:7. So we got angle POR as 5x and 7x as ROX as 7x, ROQ as 7x. Adding these two, will get 180 degree because it's a linear pair. Simplifying this, you will get angle POR is equal to 75 degree, ROQ is equal to 105 degree. Then find out the vertically opposite angles, they are also equal there. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll do that next example question. Example 2. Second example. In figure, ray OS starts on a line POQ. Stands on the line POQ. Ray OR and ray OT. Ray OR and ray OT are angle bisectors. Are angle bisectors of POS and SOQ respectively. If angle POS is equal to x degree, find ROT. So let us draw the diagram for this. PQ is a line, and then we can take OS is a ray now, and the bisectors of this angles are, so one is like this, then another one is OT. So here, this angle will be equal to this angle, and these two angles are equal. Because you can write this as POQ, and this is SRT. Because OR and OT are the bisectors. Look at the diagram. OR and OT are the bisectors. This angle should be equal to this angle. Yellow color you can see. And then this angle should be equal to this angle. Because OR and OT are the bisectors of this angle. And in the question, angle POS is given, it is 180 degree. Sorry, x degree. So here this total angle is equal to x degree. X degree. Angle POS, given that angle POS is equal to x degree. Since OR is the bisector of angle PS, OR is a bisector. OR is a bisector of angle POS. So then, can you tell me what is the measurement of angle ROS?
Sir, x by 2.
ROS should be equal to x by 2. Okay. So now, similarly, can you find SOQ? I can write angle POS. Angle POS
Sir,
plus
SOQ
angle
is equal to
is equal to 180
180
degree.
degree minus x.
SOQ is
Sir,
equal to
180 degree minus
x.
x.
So now, therefore, SOQ is equal to 180 degree minus POS. We have POS is equal to x by 2. So therefore SOQ is equal to 180 degree minus x by 2. From this, can you find out what is SOT? So OT is a bisector.
Sir, 180 minus
It
x
is a
by 2.
bisector of.
Sir, 180 minus x by 2 by 2.
So therefore angle SOT will be equal to half of SOQ. Okay. So therefore
Sir?
angle SOT is equal to
Sir, excuse me, sir.
into SOQ you have 180 minus x by 2. 180 minus x by 2. So therefore SOT, measurement of SOT will be equal to 90 minus.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Sir, angle POS is equal to x now, sir.
Because this is x. Sorry, this is x. You can write it as x. So now this is also x only, not. So this you mention it as x. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 180 minus x. Then what will be this one? So 90 minus x by 2. 90 minus x by 2. SOT is equal to 90 minus x by 2. This will be 90 minus x by 2. So this is x by 2. This is x by 2. This is also 90 minus x by 2. Okay. You have the total angle is x degree, but this angle x by 2. You can write it as x by 2. This is x by 2. Now I want angle ROT. Angle ROT is equal to ROT. Look at the diagram and tell me. ROT is sum of ROS plus
Sir,
SOT.
ROS plus SOT.
ROS plus SOT. What is ROS?
Sir, x by 2.
Then what is SOT?
Sir, 90 minus x by 2.
90 minus x
What
by
it
2.
gives? Simplification of this.
Sir, 90 degree.
X by 2 cancels. So I will get 90 degree. So angle ROT is equal to 90 degree. You understood this or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we'll stop today. If any doubt is there, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll stop today.